What's up, you guys? My name is Tato, and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today's video is me speaking about feeling stuck and overwhelmed, and my 3 takeaways to getting unstuck and unoverwhelmed and underwhelmed, whatever the case may be. So number one, we're gonna speak on a mindful moment. Number two, we're gonna speak on being kind, and number three, we're gonna have a mental health check-in. And I'm gonna guide you through all of these sort of steps as to how I get through it and what I do for each of these practices. Right? So let's get into it. Number one, mindful moment. Being mindful is okay. So we're on Google right now, and it's saying that mindfulness is a type of meditation in which you focus on being intensely aware of what you are sensing and feeling in the moment, without interpretation or judgment. Practicing mindfulness involves breathing methods, guided imaginary and other practices to relax the body and mind and help reduce stress. Right? So as someone who works from home, whether you're working from home or in an office, apartment, or you are a general worker, like a lot of the people that I know you guys work in like retail and stuff, and maybe you are a content creator and you are taking it too serious. You can always there's always something to help us feel anxious and stressed in whatever it is that we're doing. Like, am I doing enough? Am I enough? Am I doing the right things? Am I, like, whatever the case may be, you'll have those questions in your head and ask yourself, are you okay? And make you doubt. Yeah, they make you doubt. So as someone who works from home, I know how time management can be a real struggle, right? So with time management being the struggle that it is for like a lot of us, I know a lot of people, when you ask them, why aren't you going to the gym? I don't have time. Oh, what, oh, what, and what. Okay, cool. So it's very easy to get sucked into a vortex of tasks and responsibilities, and before you know it, the day is over and you've done nothing, or you feel like you've done nothing. You have no fulfillment in the work that you've put out. You have, you've just feeling drained and exhausted. But what if I told you that just taking a few moments out of each day to focus on your breath can help and make so much of a difference? What if I told you that? Would you believe me? Maybe not. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Right? But mindfulness, as I have written it down here, it says mindfulness is the practice of being fully engaged in the current moment without judgment or distraction. And for me, this has been a game changer, because what I do, I just I will maybe play some music or probably just sit in a totally silent room, right? In a totally silent room where I'll just focus on crunching. When it's time for lunch, I know that I'm happy with how far I've come, and I can gauge, okay, I need to be this far at the end of the day. And if I'm at least close to that target that I've put down for myself, or I've achieved above and beyond, hoo, well done, buddy. You've done a great job. And how do I incorporate mindfulness into my daily routine? Well, it's simple. It's very simple, right? So I wake up around 4 a.m. And between 4 a.m. and 5:30 is my time to defrost, if you will, I'm defrosting around that time. So first thing I'll do, just so that I don't go back to sleep, put on the TV, YouTube, Wim Hof, breath, Wim Hof breath. What is it? It's the breath work, right? So what you do with Wim Hof Wim Hof breathing is you basically speaking. This is now long story very short. Hyperventilating, and then holding your breath on the out breath, like so, and then you'll hold on your out breath, and then you'll just hold for like 1 minute, and then back into it, another round, and back into it, another round. We do 3 rounds of Wim Hof every morning before I start the stretching and everything. But for you, you can do it whenever. You can do it in the morning, you can do it during your day, during your lunch break, or even late at night before you go to sleep, right? You can just do it. And here's a fun fact. When we are mindful, we tend to focus more clearly, and we can think more critically, and we can make better decisions. We are less likely to get caught up in the stresses and anxieties, and we are left with the feeling of calmness and being centered. That's us when we're mindful, right? And I've noticed this so much because I'll get a call from my manager, be like, yo bro, I see you have like a lot of work to do. Do you need any help? Are you coping? Are you okay? And not because I'm a or anything, but my answer is always no. I'm calm. I'm good. I'm good. And best believe, but at the end of the week, the work is done. It's covered. When it's time for deadlines, we straight. Like we're straight. We're sorted. Simnandi. Like Jaivani, Simnandi. You know what I'm saying? I know it can be hard to practice mindfulness, and I know how hard it is to start anything, right? Like for me, uploading this video was a hassle, and I know it's my first video, and I'm talking about serious things like being mindful and productivity, etc., etc., etc. I will work until something comes up, I'll work until something comes up. So hopping on to the next chapter of this video, we remember to be kind, right? So kindness is about treating others. It's about treating others with compassion and empathy and understanding, but it's also about treating ourselves with those things in mind, treating ourselves with compassion, empathy, and understanding that you are doing your best with what you have at that time. It ties back into mindfulness, because when you're mindful, you'll understand that, okay, this is what I have, this is how far I've come. So am I doing well with the data that I have, or am I not doing well with the data that I have? Am I making decisions that are bringing me one step closer to my goal, or am I taking decisions that are putting me 3 steps behind or a step behind, right? So that's all that it is. When we're feeling overwhelmed and stuck, it's very easy to get caught up in our own stresses and anxieties. But what if I told you that being kind could unlock more positivity and more productivity for you? What if I told you that? What if I told you that? Would you believe me? Would you? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Who knows? But just think about it. When we're kind, you're left with that. For some people, they say that kindness is not about you. It has everything to do with you. My guy, it has everything to do with you. Because when you're kind, you're the one that's stuck with that feeling of, oh my gosh, did I just do that? I just did that for someone, a complete stranger. And who knows, maybe it made their day, maybe they need a little more. But I've done my part, and hey, I'm happy with that. So yeah, it's things that are outside of our control, man, and we just need to be kind and understand what you've done the best that you could with the information that was given to you, or with what you had. Okay, now when we are feeling stuck, right? Now we are feeling stuck, we are overwhelmed, guning, it's a lot, bruh, it's a lot, guning. We're stuck with that thing of, damn it, am I enough? Am I doing enough? Am I good enough? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I should just quit, right? But what if we flip the script? Let's just flip the script. Instead of beating ourselves up about things that are outside of our control. Let us try and be kind to ourselves. Like, okay, Spider, you had XYZ information to go on, and here's ABC that you have done to solve X and Y. How are you gonna solve Z? I mean, you've already come so far, right? Excuse me. I've been rambling. Yo. Oh yeah, guys, drink agua, water. I have to drink warm water because yeah, this whole week has been a trash week for me. Been sick, you know, the flu, all of that shit. But we out here. We're pushing. What are like when we are kind to ourselves and knowing Hore, you've done the best that you can with the data that you had and with the information that was given to you, you've done the best that you could. When we're kind to ourselves, we open ourselves up to more positivity, more productivity, even in our mindsets, right? It's like, wow, okay, so I've done this. So I know that if I don't have this, then I can just go to maybe to someone who has information about Z, who has information about Z that can help me get through my challenges, right? Or whatever it is that you're facing at the moment. So we're able to focus more clearly, think more critically, and make better decisions. Again, back to, you know, I mean, these things are like a wave, you know, they're like a wave. They tie into each other. They tie into well-being, you know. They're all about well-being. And right now our focus is to be more productive, to be more positive, and to be unstuck and being fulfilled with the work that we are doing, right? So we focus more clearly and we make better decisions. And when we're kind to others, we create a ripple effect. Don't you feel like you're part of something bigger? Like, don't you just feel like you're meant for more? You're meant to do more. And kindness is one of those things, you know. It's a step in the right direction, because when you're kind to someone else, you create that ripple effect of, oh wow, what a kind person, let me be kind to someone else. You know, if you found someone like you, maybe, and who was going through a hard time, and then you were kind to them, and then they'll be like, okay, this person was nice enough to do X, Y, and Z for me when I didn't have X, Y, and Z. So let me do X, Y, and Z for someone else that doesn't have X, Y, and Z, right? And it's a wave. Like, it just goes and it 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 goes until, who knows, you'll find yourself surrounded by a community of people who are like, bruh, you did that for me. Like, I did that. Like, yeah, you did that for me, and I'm appreciative of what you did for me. And yeah, thank you. You know, I mean, it's always nice to hear someone saying thank you for something that you have no recollection of, you know, for something that you don't even remember. Like, I did that, nice, you know. And yeah, it's selfish, guys. Like, guys, life is selfish. Like, you have to be selfish. Be kind because you're selfish. Be a helpful person because you're selfish. Don't be nice. Being kind doesn't mean you're saying yes to everything and everyone. Being kind does not mean that you are leaving yourself no room for breath, right? You saying no is you being kind to you. Is you knowing your limits. Yeah, I said that. Quote me. You might be asking yourself, okay, so how do I incorporate, or how do I add kindness into my daily routine? Well, this is what I do, right? Especially when I am feeling stuck and overwhelmed. Here are some ideas of things that I do. Simple. Pick up the phone, call up a family member, call up a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while. Yo, What's up? No, I was just checking in. Are you well? Oh wait, we should link up sometime. Let's go for drinks. Let's go karting. Let's go bowling. Let's go whatever, right? You can hold the door for someone, maybe in a shop or in an office space. You know, you can just hold the door open for someone to walk in. A colleague. I know how things happen, you know, robberies and stuff. When you're holding out the door, I mean, you don't know, and then jiggy jiggy, your phone's been clipped out of your hand. Shit happens. Yeah, you can just take a few breaths. I mean, ties back into the mindfulness, the mindful moment. You can just take a few breaths and analyze situations of how far are you with whatever goal it is that you want to accomplish. That's the word. Remember, guys, kindness is a choice, right? You choose to be kind. You're not born with the ability to be kind. Well, you are born with the ability to be kind, but you're not born kind. You choose to be kind. And little things, maybe if today you start with like one thing, you're like, okay, today I smiled at someone. Tomorrow you will smile and hold the door open for someone, like, hey, welcome, you know. And then the next day you can just add on and 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 add on until, who knows, maybe your whole day revolves around you being kind. And let me know how you guys do. Let me know what's going on with you guys in the comments below. And jumping into our third and final topic for the day, the mental health check-in. Just take a moment to breathe and check in with yourself. Give yourself space, like 5 minutes at most, to do this. Right? 5 minutes at most to do this. You can just take a moment and ask yourself like questions like, how are you doing today? Like, just look at yourself in the mirror, or just write it down in a journal or something. You know, just check in with yourself. We put, how am I doing today? What is causing my stress? Why am I so happy today? And what do I need to make me feel better? Or what could I do to make me feel better, or to double down on this happy feeling that I'm feeling? Right? And then taking a mental health check-in is essential to prioritize your well-being. It helps identify areas where you may need help, or areas where you are lacking, right? Where you are lacking and you need support. It helps you process your emotions and take control of your mental health, because this guy up here, guys, this monkey inside can run circles around you, and quite frankly, it can make your life either an upward spiral or a downward spiral. I remember I heard that from Andrew Tate. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. Remember, guys, that mental health is just as important as your physical health. And by checking in with yourself, you can reduce stress and anxiety. You can improve your mood and overall well-being. You can increase self-awareness and self-care. And you can enhance your relationships and productivity. Right? So just take a minute each day to check in with yourself. You can journal, you can meditate, or simply just take a few deep breaths. Whatever works for you, just make it a habit. What I do is I journal. I have a lot of those. This one's full. This one was from 2022. This one was part of 2022 and 2023. And then there's this one as well, the one I'm using right now. This one's from 2023 and this year. And yeah, you know, like I keep journals. I have a bunch more from like 2020. I think I started journaling around 2020. When COVID hit, I didn't know what to do at home. So I was like, okay, you know what? Instead of me feeling like shit, I'm gonna learn something. I learned how to dance. I still can't dance. And I learned video editing. I'm not the greatest at it, but I do a decent job. Filming. And yeah, it's when I found the work, the work that I'm doing. I work in corporate. I work in corporate. It's a corporate establishment. Yeah, I mean, I do a decent job. Not a decent job, I do a well done job. But yeah. So yeah, guys, like tying it back together, you need to remember to be mindful. Just take a moment and be mindful, in whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you can just be mindful when you are having your mindful moment, and gradually it will grow into other parts of your life. And then remember to be kind, and then remember to check in with yourself every single day. Maybe if you can write like 2 sentences in your journal, that's also fine. I mean, I started with like 5 bullet points, but I would write, how am I feeling today, why I'm feeling like that, or why I think I'm feeling like that, what I need to do to be better. And quite frankly, it's worked out. I mean, I've been struggling a lot with like anxiety of what are people gonna say when I do something like this? What are people gonna say when I say this? What are people? And quite frankly, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, it just is what it is, and there's nothing you can do to change what people are gonna say. People are gonna talk regardless of whether you're doing good, you're doing bad. They always gonna have something to say. So just focus on yourself, because your mental health matters, and so do you. And thank you guys for watching this video, and I appreciate it if you've come this far. If you have come this far, please comment down below, thumbs up emoji. Tell me what I can do better with these videos, and tell me what else you guys want to see from me. Like a day in the life, maybe my gym workouts, whatever the case may be. Like, just let me know down below, and tell me how this video has helped you taking control of your emotions and your moods and all of that. And if you have any questions with what we've just spoken about, let me know in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.